wrestling fans, and welcome to this Friday edition of Tag Team. I'm your host, Cesar Scorpio, alongside the invincible E. Vincent.
Hey.
And this week's TNA review is a spoiler. You don't want to know? Click away. Click away. Pause. Fast forward. Stop watching. All right? Here we go. The Mistress Kurt Angle is none other than China coming back to wrestling. Big news here on UnifiedWrestling.com and here on Tag Team. E, what does this do for TNA?
I think it's huge because at one point she had said that she was never going to come back to wrestling again. So, you know, it's a big shock. She's had her issues in the past, but if she's got those all in the rearview mirror, this could be nothing but good for TNA.
No baggage there. A brand new China. Forget about the past. New generation, new wrestlers. Bring it. Good to see China back. Can't wait for Impact next week. Speaking of Impact this week, okay, we had a little bit of talk here about Jay Lethal, how he left TNA. Robert Roode talking to Hulk Hogan about how he's disrespected Jay Lethal, and what's actually going on there?
Well, the Jay Lethal was let go after the last pay-per-view, to the shock and dismay of a lot of people, especially in the backstage area, because it basically puts everybody almost
no one's safe. Yeah,
no one's safe. Everybody's on the bubble. Robert Roode made it known that he didn't like it. In some of the other vignettes down the line, some of the other folks, the Bucks and a few other people showed up and indicated the same thing. And I believe Jay Lethal landed over at Ring of Honor, I believe. Yeah,
they got a pay-per-view coming up, right?
Exactly. And so, it's good for him, but at the same time, over here, it's nothing but consternation.
Everybody seems to have an X on their backs that is not an immortal, and even some that are. Look what happened to Rob, Terry, and Murphy.
Exactly.
So, I mean, anything
even after Rob Terry won, they said they wanted to get rid of him.
They don't want him anyway. So, yeah, he's a pretty bad wrestler. I'm with Bischoff on that one.
Yeah.
Moving forward here, another match that ended up being set up on this edition of Impact for Sacrifice. Mickie James versus Madison Rayne for the championship, but it's not the wig going this time.
Nope.
What's up for grabs? Tara's freedom.
Exactly.
E, whose corner will she be in?
Oh, Tara, obviously, if interference is needed, she's going to be in Mickie James' territory. She's had enough of having her chain yanked by Madison Rayne every second. Ever since she came back, Madison Rayne has basically held it over her head that she was the one that got her back in. Yeah. So, that gets old. Nobody wants to be chained to Screechy McGee forever. Yeah, Screechy McGee. She yells. She's a female version of Anarchia. Yeah, that guy's got a voice like a motorcycle engine. Ooh.
Anyway. Anyway, moving forward here, more things that happen here on Impact. Beer Money match against Matt Fatboy Hardy and a mystery partner. Now, we do have a spoiler posted for who that mystery partner is at Sacrifice. But for the people that don't know, we're not going to go over it here on the show.
I haven't even taken a look at it yet.
Who do you think that might be?
Again, I haven't seen it yet.
Who's the first choice?
My first thought would be Jeff Hardy. That would be the first.
That would be sick.
But
having to come back,
with the issues that are going on, I don't know how that's going. So I couldn't venture a guess in that direction. But that would be the first person I would think of.
It's pretty much up in the air after that. It could be anybody. Is Diesel coming back from the past, from the WWE? Who could it be? Who knows? Same thing as the Mistress thing. Who knew, right? That's all the information we have for this edition of the TNA Review. Now we have time for the Invincible E. Vincent's 3 the Hard Way. Take it away, E.
Okay, number 1, Sangriento. The new lucha guy from supposedly from TJ. It came out a couple of weeks ago that this is actually Amazing Red. He's been with TNA for a while already. This is just counter-programming for the fact that Cinco is now over on WWE. It's pretty kind of lame. Because the reason is, if you already got Amazing Red, why don't you just have Amazing Red come in and do what he can do? I mean, this makes no sense. And as a matter of fact, the way things are going with Sin Cara, they're still trying to figure out where he's supposed to fit in over at WWE.
Preaching to the choir here, E. Every time we have a show on the Lucha Minute, I bring the point. Why doesn't TNA get some of these Lucha Libre superstars? CMLL has a roster. AAA has a roster.
Exactly.
Don't pretend you have a Mexican wrestler. Go out and get one. You brought Hernandez?
TNA has a very good relationship with AAA. They've been sending guys back and forth ever since.
Well, that's probably how they got Hernandez. But again, Hernandez was in AAA. They have a chance to get a AAA superstar now. More than capable guys over there to bring over. That's my frustration.
I keep popping up with the name Jack Evans. I mean,
I'm not mad at Amazing Red. Yeah. I'm mad at TNA.
Yeah.
I mean, trying to pull the wool over the Lucha Libre fans' eyes.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. It's like Amazing Red is already there. He does a great job at what he does. Why not just use him and just say it's Amazing Red?
Pointless. What else we got?
Number 2, Vince McMahon. This week at The Rock's birthday bash, Vince McMahon did that rare thing of showing a little bit of humanity. He came out in what looked like a surprise to The Rock, right. And everybody else, showed the vignettes about The Rock's career in WWE, and basically broke it down about how much he felt, good about The Rock being there, and thanked The Rock for everything that he's done for the organization. He brimmed up a little bit, and The Rock almost broke. Almost. This is one of those rare occurrences when Vince McMahon demonstrates that he is actually from planet Earth. And I had nothing but respect for that move. That was pretty awesome. And number 3, Tommy Dreamer. This week on TNA Impact, Tommy Dreamer showed up in the match with AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels versus Bully Ray and Gunner from Immortal. Why is Tommy Dreamer jumping in the mat onto the mat at this point? There's no good reason for it. He's better in the back office and the backstage area than he is getting involved with any of the matches at this point. It's embarrassing.
Well, I understand it's better than JR and better than Michael Cole, right?
Okay, I will give you that point. There's not many things that are worse than seeing Jim Ross trying to wrestle. Nothing but respect for his mic skills, but I don't want to see him wrestle. But Tommy Dreamer falls into that category too. There's no good reason for it in this context. I don't know if they're building up to some storyline that's going to go farther into the future, but for now,
make him a member immortal. Put him in a suit and tie. Make him be War of Words. Make him talk smack. Make him play the part of Ric Flair while Ric Flair is out.
Exactly.
That'd be a move to make, but who knows?
It would make more sense of what they're doing.
They're running this guy into the ground. It's embarrassing.
It's enough.
Well, thanks again, E, for that through the hard way. That's all the information we have for this edition of Tag Team. Be sure you check again on Tuesday for our WWE Rundown review and the week that was. From myself, Caesar Scorpio, and the Invisible E. Vincent, thank you very much for watching. See you guys on Tuesday.
Peace.